Make sure that TED Talk Research is what is selected from your menu bar. We'll change contact so that it says TED Talk Research. Save. Again, this one already has a horizontal line. If it didn't, you would need to add it. We're going to delete that contact information, add element, heading, and this is going to be familiar because you did the same thing on progress and documentation. So you do one for each month. All right, so now that we have each month, we save that, come back up here, add element. This time we're going to do a video because you will embed YouTube videos of the TED Talks that you watch. So we'll duplicate this element, arrow down, duplicate, arrow down, duplicate, go to the element that you have newly created, and that's how you arrow down. Okay, so that's got all of our month's videos embedded. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. We'll add element, choose columns this time, add element in each of the columns, and we'll do a text box. In this one, write either pros or does well, something like that is fine, but not both, one or the other. Save that, add element, text box again, and then this side do either cons or could improve. Your choice on the wording there. I'm fine with either one. So we're going to save that element. With this one, duplicating is a little bit different because you can't just click duplicate right here, or it only duplicates this side of the columns. See, and then we would have just double right here, and we don't want that. We want to duplicate the entire thing. So to do that, you mouse underneath the columns until you see this Edit Columns button. Click that, and then click Duplicate. Unfortunately, you have to click Edit Columns anytime you want to move both things, and then we can choose our down arrow, Duplicate, Edit Columns, down arrow, Duplicate. Make sure I'm putting these in the right places. Okay, September has one. October has this one, but I put it in the wrong place. So I need to do that correctly. Edit columns, arrow down, because it should be heading, video, and then your text box for each one. And save your element as you do it. So then this one, again, edit. I just need to move this down to the month that I want it in. So that one's fine there. I can save that. If you do this correctly the first time, you won't have to go back like I did. I got a little overzealous and didn't put it where it actually goes. So you go through, do that for each month. I'm not going to show you each month because I don't want the video to be that long. Once you've finished with all the months, we're going to come over here and we will add an element underneath our columns that we just created. This time a text box. You can either save it and then move on down to the next one and just add each one manually if you want to do it that way. Or like we've been doing with the others, we can duplicate and then you just arrow down until you get the box to where you want it to be. In this case, we want them to be underneath the columns that we've created for each of the different months. So make sure you do that for all the months all the way till May, and then each one you should have your heading, a video, your columns, and then a text box. In the text box it should also say I learned And I chose this TED Talk because. And for each month, you'll fill in that blank. And I should have done this differently, but if you duplicate it when it has the words in it, then you don't have to retype it every time. I didn't do that, so I could just copy and paste into each text box that I created already. So do it either way. The one is more efficient than the other, but I didn't do that, and I don't want to re-record this video. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste into each of those boxes. And then that's all for this page.